Welcome. It's the cats. We on Intellectual Radio. We on iHeartRadio. And we on Facebook Live many a times. And we here letting the cat out the bag. Meow, meow. I got some sick cats in the building this morning. So I know uh, for you cats, this is what I need you guys to do. When I say we're letting the cat out the bag, I need you to say meow, roar. You can give us a meow or you can give us a roar. Now, I had some men give us some mean meows. They was like meow. So however you want to let your cat out, I need you to feel yourself while you're letting your cat out the bag. So I'm going to say it over again while we letting another cat come on in. We got another cat that's coming to this mic with us today. And now I'm going to start this over and I'm going to even prep her as she's coming in. I need you to be walking through the door hollering meow, meow, meow. There you go. So listen, it's the cats. We on Intellectual Radio. We on iHeartRadio. And we on Facebook Live many a times. And we here letting it cat out the bag. Meow. There y'all go. See, yeah. I think they got it. I think Trevor said, I'm not letting my cat out the bag. I'm not letting my cat out. So listen here, you guys. Today's show is really going to be a great show. I can't make this stuff up. First of all, we're talking about week number 4 for you, Rochelle. You've done a great job. Thank you. And we're still on topic today with our widows and divorced individuals of a relationship. And we want to recap everything that we went over the last 4 weeks. We went over how do you start over? How do you maneuver around from the house, the transformation, the first 48 hours. We talked about how soon is too soon to date and just how do you get through day to day. And we've helped a lot of people. We've gotten a lot of phone calls and it's actually leading us up to this May 5th event that's going to be held in Merrill's Park, which is our widow and divorce conference for women. Tell me, what's going on with you today? I'm going to first of all let everybody know how you're doing, what's going on in your world.
What's going on in my world?
Yes, ma'am.
I can say, even after going through the death of my husband, I can say that today I am happy, and I'm learning to keep it moving, because that's the best way to move on is to keep it moving, stay busy, be around a lot of positive people, stay focused, get involved in something that you're passionate about, that gives you an opportunity to help other people. But I can say that I am happy today. And I thought that being alone or being single would be devastating or I would be miserable or depressed, but I can say it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you have to learn to realize that you have to love yourself and be happy with yourself and realize that being with someone does not make you happy. You have to love yourself and be happy with yourself.
Love yourself, be happy with yourself. Now, you know what? Because it's amazing what happened when you get on camera. Because I didn't turn my camera on. So I tried to put on 2 different lipsticks today. So I'm looking like I got pink lips here and red lips around here. Like, Vera, what you been sucking on? Something, like I've been sucking on something that's just cut me right here. So if you guys see the dysfunction in my lips, don't worry about my lips. Worry about your own lips. What you got your lips on? Tell people, worry about your own lips today. Well, so listen here, you guys. I want to thank you guys for all tuning in. Yeah, I tried something new with my lips. So for those of you all that's watching, that's what's happening. But let me ask you guys this right here. For one, Rochelle, again, you said that you're happy. You're in a happy place. So when you say a happy place, how did you find, and I know you said being around positive people, you said, keeping yourself busy. For those folks that cannot even understand how to get into a happy place in the death of a marriage, what else keep you grounded? Because I know that it's you got an anchor. What else help you get through the night?
Um, Lots of prayer, and thinking positive, realizing that he would want me to be happy instead of depressed. And it was on the opposite shoe. I want him to be happy instead of depressed. These were things we talked about before he passed, how we want each other to move on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that he probably couldn't be at peace if he knew I was depressed.
Wow.
So I have to move on. And if I don't move on, I would die with him and I would be alive but dead. So I have to move on. I have to it's all a mindset. You have to make yourself move on. You have to make yourself be happy. If not, you end up being depressed.
And you said the right word. You said it's all a mindset. So you think yourself happy, you pray yourself happy, and you just get through because if you don't get through, you're stuck.
You're stuck.
And if you stay stuck too long, you die that way.
You end up dying with them.
Wow.
Either physical or death. Some people die months later after their spouse is dead.
Right. I've seen it happen a lot.
Me too.
I've seen it happen a lot. We got a couple of special guests in the building today. I'm going to put the spotlight right on them. We got Trevor, Equifax. Am I saying it right? Black. What's your name? Say your name. This is Trevor in the building. Credit repair. Trevor Black. Well, what's going on in your world today? Let your cat out the bag.
I just came to clear up a couple things as far as credit repair and trade lines.
As far as credit repair and trade lines,
yeah.
So you want to talk about the death of bad credit, huh? So the death of bad credit and trade lines. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Trevor. I've talked to a few people, credible people, that I know that you've done credit repair for, and your name. And you know what I tell people is that, and I don't want to name drop, but I'm gonna put it. Chris Brown threw it out there so everybody can see it. Chris Brown is the father of
Shannon Brown.
Shannon
Brown. Yeah, I did his credit not too long ago, and he had great results within 2 to 3 weeks. Pastor Wiley, like he texted me the other day. I guess he's saying what was going on with Facebook. And he was just like, thank you for what you've done for me. So I've never intentionally or never have ever taken anybody's money and I did credit repair. Like that, I have never with trade lines, business credit, personal credit. I don't go down like that. So if you paid me for something and then you didn't follow up with me, that's not my fault. But I'm always reachable. Like everybody have my cell phone number or my email or Facebook. Just be careful who you give your money to, because people definitely scam out here, and you got to be. I mean, they're good at what they do. So I'm not one of those people.
Well, I tell you what. Thank you for letting your cat out the bag. Trevor, Equifax Black is in the building doing great things. And you know what? It's just like the death of relationships. We're talking about the death of marriages and stuff here now. But even when I ask how you're doing, that's the death of relationships. Sometimes you got to let some folks go.
You definitely do. I mean, if it's friends or family, like you got to let people man. Because it could get dangerous out here. If you're running around with somebody every day and they doing stuff that you don't know, you're held liable for that. And that's why I had to clear my name, because I'm not going down for nobody. I built my brand for 4 years and I have proven results. Like people fly me to LA, people fly me to Atlanta to do credit. I just don't do credit in Chicago. I have clients in Afghanistan, and that speaks volumes.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, you definitely got one here on the Cats Out Show. And I'm going to let you guys know what's going on. You're going to learn today. So we got some stuff going on. We got another young lady in the building today. Yeah, we got you on camera. She's like, oh, no, we can see you, girl. We can see you. What's going on? Tell our people, what's your name? Hey, Tracy.
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm blessed.
You're blessed and highly favored, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So you know what? Back to you, Miss Rochelle, Miss Rochelle. They said I'm breaking up. You guys, let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Rochelle,
Yes.
see, even in the death of a relationship, the death of marriages, stuff is still happening. Life is still going on. And even now, that's one of the messages that I got over these 4 weeks is that just because the relationship died, just because the individual died, we're not gonna say you ain't gonna cry, but you gotta find a way to just keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
And sometimes even in the thought of death, you just sit back and you can I could cry. That's why I don't think on it too much. Because I literally would just cry just thinking. So that's why you can't even think on those things. But you got a lot going on. You got a women's conference that's getting ready to come up. Tell our people about that conference, Rochelle.
The conference is May 5th from 11 a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. It's all gearing towards the foundation Forever Live Mr. Miles, which is a foundation I started for my husband. And so during the process of me going through being a widow, I realized that widows are hurting. They're left alone. They're lonely. A lot of them are alone and lonely. They're depressed. A lot of them are dead but alive. All the things I talked about, a lot of widows are going through that, and widows don't usually have anyone to talk to. And a lot of times, people may not understand them, and they're judged, they're misjudged, and they're judged. And so now, since I'm in that same situation, I understand exactly what they go through. So now I can understand. And so the foundation is geared towards trying to get widows to come together and form a group so that we can sit down and talk. Not me per se teaching them or telling them anything to try. I mean, trying to counsel them, but for us to have a group talk where we can talk about it. It's all about talking about what it is being a widow, letting it out. Maybe what I went through can help somebody, and what somebody else went through can help somebody. But it's all about letting it out and being able to get healed and delivered.
Healed and delivered. And you know what? As a result of Rochelle, and speaking of letting it out and being healed and delivered, you've started a great movement. And even in the great movement over these last few months, you've helped a lot of people. I've heard people testimonies. I wish I can get Pastor Derek Jones on the phone, and I wish I could get Isaiah on the phone, and Jonathan, Pat, and so many people, including myself. You've helped and you've supported a lot of people in your new business ventures. Tell us about some of the things that you got going on as far as even new business ventures.
The new business ventures, they're all also geared towards the foundation. All the proceeds that I make in the new business ventures are going towards the Forever Live Mr. Miles Foundation to help the widows and divorced and battered women, and scholarships for teenagers. Also for life skills for people from 16 to 50. But some of the things we do is Pay to Save, which is a business opportunity, and it's an opportunity to help people to go on the website to shop. And we know women love to shop. You can book all your travels. You can book all your movie tickets, your sports tickets, your entertainment.
Speaking of tickets, from your website, Beyonce. There's a lot of people that were buying those Beyonce tickets, and from going to your website, there's at least a $50 or more savings. There were tickets that I know some people had already purchased that was $198 that they purchased through Ticketmaster and went on the website, and those same tickets, but better seats, were only averaging $130. Some tickets were even $60 and $70. So the VIP tickets, they had tickets that were selling Ticketmaster VIP tickets over $10,000. Found those same tickets for $7,000. And when I say VIP, I'm talking about these must be some really VIP, but they had $7,000 tickets, $11,000 tickets for real.
Yes.
Those ticket prices is crazy, especially for people with a 400 credit score. I just don't understand it. Like, Jay-Z even told you to get your credit
He
together.
sure did.
Like, I don't understand. Like, black people was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they will go and spend
on Jordan's gym shoes.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
So so you got a good thing going here, and membership has its privileges.
Yes.
I even want to give it up to Trevor, because Trevor is a part of that movement as well. As far as showing people, great minds think alike.
Right.
Again, I can only speak for the positive. I've known you a short time, and the short time that I've known you, I've had positive results. As a matter of fact, you didn't even take any money from me. You came with the check. You gave money. So so I don't understand.
It just be hatred and jealousy and envy. It's a lot of stuff just wrapped up, and I just don't understand black people.
You understand?
Not black people, but
I just say people. I mean, it's in all cultures.
It definitely is, and I don't know. All you could really do is pray for them. Though.
Pray for them. Another business you have,
where they stand.
Even where them stand. Another business you have, Rochelle. You have these wristbands.
Yes, Hilo.
Tell us about that.
And this, it's a wellness band. And what this wellness band does is it can monitor all your vital signs: your blood pressure, your heart rate, your breath rate. It does an EKG. You can actually see the printout on your iPad of your heart. It does calories and distance, and just like the Fitbit, but this is Fitbit on steroids. I call it the human dashboard. It also can let women know if they're ovulating. It can tell your body oxygen, your body temperature, and there's so many other things that it does. Those are just a few things that I name. And it also has it can tell your blood sugar. There's a little machine that we have that go on your finger. Instead of pricking your finger with a needle, it can tell your blood sugar. So it does more than what I just named.
Does a lot more.
Yes.
Now, Rochelle, you've said it before, so that's why I'm gonna repeat it. Your husband died from heart attack. And he was found dead from having a heart attack in his vehicle.
Yes.
If he had had this wristband on, what difference would that have made?
I believe it would have made a difference. It would have alerted me before time to let me know that his heart or his blood pressure was going out of whack, abnormal. And he probably could have pushed the panic button because it has a GPS on it also. It would have at least alerted me that he was in a panic mode. And so that's why I'm passionate about the wellness band.
How much is that?
The price can range from $189 and up. It depends on if you want a bundle or if you want one watch or you want 2 watches. So it can start from $199 and up. And you can also resell them. And it's also a business opportunity too. But this is the one that I'm passionate about for the foundation. So yeah, I believe that it could at least saved his life because I could have got a signal, a text message letting me know that he was having problems.
And you know what? And I got to get my wellness band on, but it also let you know, we got a dashboard on our vehicle. Mm-hmm. And if you're driving around without a dashboard on your vehicle, then that's because your credit score low. But but we got a dashboard on our vehicle, and the dashboard on our vehicles alert us when things are going on. You'll get an indication light. Like right now, I need air in my tire, and my light is on saying you need air in this tire. The same thing with that band.
With the wellness band.
The wellness band alert you, and it lets you know that something is going on before it goes out. So thank you. What else?
Wristband.
Okay, we have some.
We got you. We'll put you in the business.
Right. This is also a business
more
opportunity.
Than one business.
Right.
You need 4.
Right. And I try to tell people you should have 7 streams of income.
I need 20.
Or 20. More 7 is just what they say, but you do. Especially
it's 2018.
Yeah.
Like,
the economy is
you gotta
horrible.
have more than one income. Like I sit back and I really like when we doing. That's why I don't charge a lot for credit, because if people had the money to pay for it, they probably wouldn't be in a situation they're in. Like I'm very sympathetic. My nephews, their mothers are like single mothers. It's just, I don't understand how people make it with like kids and rent and car. Like people really be good timing around here. Like I've never really experienced that. And it's just a sad situation of where the economy is right now. And I mean, you need credit to get jobs. You can't do anything without credit is not the 90s no more. So get your credit together.
Get your credit right.
I know that's one of the
Get your
things.
health together.
One of the things that we're trying to teach in the foundation is teaching women to start their own part-time business. We know keep your full-time job. These are business opportunities that we have for women or men to do part-time while you're doing what you're doing. And in this economy, you need more than one job, especially our single parents who are raising kids. And now we know a lot of our single parents have more than one kid, and it's expensive with one kid. So these are job opportunities that I have that can help you bring in extra income. And a lot of times our people are afraid to do their own business. And that's what we're here for, to teach you. That's part of the foundation too, to teach women how to start their own home-based business.
And one of the things is also with credit repair.
Yes.
We're literally doing seminars and workshops, and it'd be good to have you speak on that as well, where we're teaching people what they need to do. First of all, to identify what's wrong, and then teach them what they need to do, and then how to maintain their credit.
And even with the business, we build business credit. You could buy an age corporation if you don't have a corporation. But it's more to credit than just personal credit. Like business credit, like that's what I'm tackling now. Like I keep every year I say I'm stopped doing credit repair. I'm really serious this year. Like it's other opportunities, and I can't just keep focusing on personal. I've been doing it for 4 years. And if you keep doing the same thing, you have to grow. And right now I'm just trying to grow and get to the next level so I can help my Black people get to the next level.
Yeah. And we even got a backup system for that. And we're going to talk about, we got a backup system. So we're going to talk about a lot on that as well. Insurance, Rochelle, I know you've done a lot right now recently, even with life insurance.
Yes, we're working with a great company called
Great
PHP.
Great company.
Oh, sorry. A great company. And so we know a lot of people need life insurance. There are people walking around today with no life insurance, and
no GoFundMe's for 2018.
Right. No GoFundMe for 2018. GoFundMe is not life insurance, and life insurance is not expensive. People, it can range from $20 and up.
No, I'm paying $59 for $300,000.
Mm-hmm. And that's good. That's actually good.
You could afford $59.
Yeah. Or either $20,000 for $100,000, depending on your age.
You don't even need that amount. Right. Like I'm just greedy for my people, but $18, $19, you can have life insurance.
Right.
And at your age, and because I'm a broker, so I just try and let the cat out the bag. At your age, for $59. I'm going to show you how you can have $1 million. I'm not going to tell you to cancel what you have because I don't promote that. But I can take you that same $59, get you $1 million worth of coverage at least.
I might kill myself.
No, you don't say that. You crazy. And come back and get the cash check. Come back and cash the check. This is joke. This is just a joke for our serious people. This is just joking.
And for our parents who have kids, it's so important to have a life insurance. Because if something happened to you, we all have to leave here. You want your kids to be taken care of. And so life insurance is a good benefit for if your kids die. And also you should have a will and a trust. If you have a house and if you have kids, you should have a will, because you want to make sure your kids go to the right person that's going to take care of your kids with that money that you have a life insurance with. It's very important. Single parents.
So one of the things that we're doing is giving out free life insurance quotes. It's free to get a quote. So at least get the quote. It's free. You can contact Rochelle Miles on her page. You could also contact me, Vera Giles Norris, on my page. And we're giving out free life insurance quotes. And we can start off with Trevor. He's going to have wristbands running around here, watches, new businesses.
Wristband.
Okay. We got you. Go ahead, Trevor. You were saying something. I'm sorry. What?
Oh, as far as like the life insurance and the beneficiaries, y'all make sure y'all trust these people. Y'all putting y'all.
That's true.
They gotta raise your kids. Your kids end up in foster care or something. They'll like you gotta do full background checks on people. Like you have to. That's a serious issue. It's not about the money. It's really about the kids at the end of the day.
Yeah, because you mess around and get a policy because that's your boo today,
right?
And then he the beneficiary on your policy, but he's not your boo tomorrow. Yeah. Then that may hurt. the only exception that I'll make to the rule is when people are elderly.
Right.
It's difficult to have insurance on someone sometimes when they become over 70, 75 years
Right,
old,
it is.
because they may have had a term life policy and then they outlive the term life policy. So I could respect the GoFundMe
Right.
on a senior. I cannot.
I can, but I can't on people that's popping bottles every weekend and wearing like it's stipulations. It's definitely different stipulations for different things. But if you like the big homie and all you do is stunt and do all this and then you die and all your baby mamas putting up GoFundMes.
No, I'm talking. I said the seniors. I'm not
Yeah,
the
that's
70s.
what I say. It's a stipulation like with the seniors. I mean I get that,
Right.
but y'all that be on here, I don't get it.
Right.
And a lot of people say, well, I don't have no money for insurance. But yes, you do. Get your nails done once a month instead of every 2 weeks. That's $20, $35 right there for your insurance. There's so many ways to do it.
One trip
Just
at
cut
Mickey
back.
D's rather than 4 a week.
Yes.
And
Cut
don't
back.
and don't buy the expensive Remy. Get the one from the
Right.
gas station.
They wear that anyway.
And that's the thing that bothers me in our community is our weave and our nails, and now we're getting the boobs and weave,
Oh,
weave, hair weave, that too, weave, because they spending money on that, weave, WEED, and hair weave. So we spend money, but
you said bodies. I was about to say.
No, I was talking about
half off too.
No, I was talking about they have on. I'm saying they're getting the shots.
How to get my girls?
No, I'm saying they're getting the shots. They're spending money on so many things to make themselves look good, but all this stuff dies too. So what about our kids, their future? We're so into ourselves on looking good and spend all this money on material things, but there are things that are more important, like a life insurance, a will, a trust, savings account, and that's one of the business that we also going to do with the foundation, teach life skills. Those are life skills that people need to learn.
And in closing, we will be in Oak Brook on next week, Thursday, at the double. What's going on at the event?
Well, that's someone else's event.
Well, it's somebody else's event,
but I don't have information with me.
Okay, don't worry about it. So I was going to say we're literally going to be with about
600 women,
first ladies.
Yes,
and we're going to be presenting the same stuff to at least 600 first ladies.
Correct.
And I'm going to tell you something. If I were you, I would get in first and tell my first lady about it. Because a lot of these benefits, membership has its privileges. And while you're talking about what you will not do, you go to church and your pastor, your first lady, and they're doing it. And then you'll see that it makes sense. And we've had so many times that we've missed opportunities.
That's even with credit repair. Like, you know how many people at Rock of Ages, like, oh, no, as soon as I did pass Wiley, the gates, the heaven gates just started opening. I did a seminar at Rock of Ages and he spoke on it at a service, but I guess, some people need to see other people do it. And I get that. Like, I totally get it. But that was a blessing. That was a good year.
That was a good year. So I tell you what, Rochelle, even we're still on topic. I know people are like, well, what does this have to do with the death of a marriage and widow and divorce? You know what it has to do with it? The fact that life is still going to go on.
Life is still going on, and it's keeping me going on. These business opportunities are keeping me moving.
Yeah. And even in you sitting upright and sharing your story and talking about how busy you are. See, some folks think we got off track, but we know that we're still on track. Because the folks that's off track are the ones who still waiting. And we've moved on.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, you guys, it's been another episode, another great week. We're going to see if we can get Rochelle back in here some more. We got super producer Earl Winfrey that decided to donate $1,000 today to the cause. And we want to give it up to super producer Earl. Earl, when everybody clap it up for Earl. Woo woo. But yeah. Right, he looking at me like that. Go Vera. But again, you guys, it's been another great show. Want to thank you guys for tuning in as always. And again, we're going to see if we can get Rochelle here another 4 weeks, another month, 2 months, 3 months, because she's definitely letting the cat out the bag. Thank you guys. It's official. It's the Cats. We on Intellectual Radio. We on iHeartRadio. And we on Facebook Live many a times. And we did it. We just let the cat out the bag. Meow. Meow.